All right, folks, we're going to be responding to the Berlin Islamic terrorist attack on the Pride Parade. One woman was killed, 29 were injured, and the man then tried to stab police. He was shot dead at the scene. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave your comments. Follow me, Rafi the Realtor, on the gram for all of your real estate needs in the Miami and South Florida areas. It would be a pleasure to help you. You can support my channel by going to the Buy Me a Coffee link in the pinned comment or description. It would mean the world to me if you took a moment and gave any donation you could. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Could here on Live Now from Fox, but we do want to bring you some breaking news right now. This news coming out of Germany, putting this up on your screen, coming from Reuters. Berlin Pride Parade called off after car hits crowds, according to police. We also have this coming in from the police department there in Germany saying, update, we are currently deployed with numerous police forces as well as rescue units from the Berlin Fire Department in the Tiergarten. That's a park there in Germany. It is suspected that a vehicle has driven into the Tiergarten here, has struck and injured several people. The injured are currently being treated by rescue personnel. We are conducting an intensive manhunt for the suspects. This also coming from the police department. Update, shortly before 10 p.m., the driver of a white vehicle is said to have struck several people there in the Tiergarten area. There are numerous injured, including several with life-threatening injuries. The manhunt for one or more suspects is underway at full throttle. More information to follow. Now, the latest update that we have received in our newsroom is that one person is dead, 15 plus are injured. We actually have a live feed coming into our newsroom of that scene there in the Berlin area. And I wanted to go a little bit more in depth and explain to you what all led up to this manhunt that is currently underway and that very active scene that you see on your screen. They're coming out of Germany. We learned that a car drove into a crowd during Berlin's famed LGBTQ plus parade on Saturday, killing one person and injuring at least 15 others, prompting police to call off that event in the German capital just hours after it had started. The Associated Press goes on to report that police said some of the victims did have life-threatening injuries. Firefighters and ambulances were out with many emergency staffers at the scene to attend to the victims. In a post on X, police called on everybody to leave the premises of that event immediately. According to police, a car had driven into the Tiergarten Park near the route of that Pride March, hitting several people. Police did not know how many officers had been deployed to that scene, but that it was, quote, definitely a lot of police. They said that they were searching for suspects. Once again, we did hear from the Berlin police on their X account saying that manhunt is currently underway. Hundreds of thousands of people had come to Berlin on Saturday to celebrate at Berlin's Pride Parade, known in Germany as Christopher Street Day. This is one of Europe's largest LGBTQ plus celebrations. The Pride event in front of the city's iconic gate in downtown was called off around 10:15 p.m. and the band's performance on stage was interrupted and people once again urged to go home and avoid taking the route through the park there. Before that incident, people had celebrated peacefully, marching through the city for hours and dancing to loud music and cheering around the 80 floats that participated in that parade. So once again, officials confirming that one dead, 15 plus injured, with some of them potentially having life-threatening injuries. Once again, a live look on your screen there at that scene in the Berlin area as the manhunt is currently underway. You can see that white tent set up there to the right-hand corner of your screen with a lot of officials on scene. And it looks like maybe some ambulances or emergency vehicles there towards the center of your screen. So we wanted to be sure to bring this to you here on Live Now from Fox. And we will continue to update you as soon as we get more news into our newsroom.
Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Germany's in a rough spot because Germany did what they did to my people, and now they're dealing with the challenge of immigration. And I don't know what Germany's going to do because Germany, everyone's going to point the finger at Germany if Germany starts trying to deport people. They're going to be like, oh, the leftists are going to jump on their necks. You reap what you sow. It's a tough spot to be in because on one hand, I understand dealing with this illegal migration, but on the other hand, you're Germany, so what are you going to do? It's your pickle. You're stuck in a pickle. With that said, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comments. Follow me, Rafi the Realtor, for all of your real estate needs in Miami and the greater South Florida area. And you can support my work and the channel by going to the Buy Me a Coffee link. You can go right now, give it a look, and if it would behoove you to send some bucks, it would mean very, very much to me. So we can continue doing the work and sharing the truth. Make sure to check the next video, tune in, and I look forward to you doing so. Peace.